building a wasp deterrent here at Fluttering Dreams Butterfly Ranch.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be trying out a wasp trap. It's not really, I shouldn't say it's a trap. It's not really a trap. It's supposed to give the wasp something to take back to their nest and kill all the wasps back at the home base. So we're going to see if it works. Never done it before, but some people say it works, so we're going to give it a try. I have a problem with wasps killing and eating my caterpillars. So this plant behind me is my passion flower that my long-winged zebras and my Gulf luteries use as a host plant, and wasps are killing them and eating them. And then over on the other side of the garden, I have the milkweed garden, and they're doing the same thing to the monarch caterpillars. I did have some giant caterpillars, and they've disappeared, and I'm from my wild lime tree, so I'm wondering if the wasp did not get them as well. So we're going to give it a try. What we're going to need is, I'm using a milk jug because I want to hang it from the tree, and I'm going to use the handle to hang it by. I'm going to tie a rope to the handle and hang it from the tree. We need some juice, so I'm using pineapple juice. We need some fruit, and so this is pieces of pineapple. It's the skin, the outside. We got a pineapple from the garden today and cut it up for us, and so this is scraps of the skin that I'm going to prematurely ferment, right, because they like rotted fruit. And then I'm going to use apple cider vinegar and boric acid. The boric acid I'm going to use, it's called Roach Away boric acid. And it's made to kill, it says made to kill palmetto bugs, water bugs, silverfish, and ants. We're gonna try this particular type of boric acid and see if it works. And then we have a knife to be able to cut the milk jug with. So we're gonna start with cutting 2 slits in the milk jug. I'm gonna cut the slits in the milk jug, and then I'll show you closer how I did it. Put my glasses on so I can see. Okay, so remember, we're not looking for perfection, right? It's a trap. So you can see there's 1 slit here, there's 1 slit here. This is about the size of the slit that I cut out. So we have 2 slits on either side of the milk jug, not on the side that has the handle. I'm going to use a mason jar just to mix up my sweet stuff in, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some pineapple juice. This is a little 6 ounces. I'm going to put about 3 ounces in there. I'm going to put about half of the little container in there. Now I want to prematurely ferment the fruit, right? So we're going to add some sugar. I've got some sugar here. We're going to add about a tablespoon of sugar. I have the apple cider vinegar. We're going to add probably 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. They don't have to be exact. They can be overflowing. Remember, this is not a recipe that we're concerned about making it correct, right? Because it's, insects don't like exact things, right? So now I'm going to put in the pieces of pineapple. Looking good. Now we're going to put in the boric acid. I have rubber gloves on underneath these gloves for the boric acid. You need to be careful with the boric acid. It is a poison. You don't want your dogs, your children, your pets to come in contact with the boric acid. So you do want to, treat it carefully and put it away out of their reach. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of boric acid in there. Going to mix it up. Mix it up really good. It's causing little gnats to come already. Okay, I'm going to pour the juice in the jug. I'm going to pour the pieces of pineapple back into the dish I have. And now I'm going to stick the pieces of pineapple in through the hole. So I have a little bit of sugar left in the jar. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of that juice so that I can get the residue from the boric acid and the sugar, because I want all that boric acid in my container. And if you wanted to, you could make the mixture like the night before and let it sit out and ferment that way. I don't have that kind of time today because I want to see if it even works. So you're going to put the lid back on the jug. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to use 2 different methods here for getting we want the wasp to go in and take the poison back to their plant and back to their home, right? So I'm going to use 2 different techniques. I have this is a piece of bamboo, because we have lots of bamboo. I'm really just going to stick the bamboo stick down in there. What that is now the wasp can climb, they can go in and climb out with using the bamboo stick. But I'm also going to try this little twig from the oak tree, because they do like the oak tree. So I'm going to stick this one in the other hole. Break off this other piece. So you see I have 2 ways to get out. I have the bamboo stick to get out, or I have the tree stick to get out. And I've got this piece of bungee because I want to hang it from the tree, and I don't want to tie anything to the tree, so I'm going to use the bungee for that. I guess it won't turn up that high. Well, I'm going to loop this. Oh, I'll put it right here. Well, no, Chet will hit his head if he comes up. I'm going to throw it over this branch up here. Take my glasses off. Okay, I just looped it around the branch. And I'll show it to you here in a second. Oh, I dropped my bamboo stick. Okay, so there it is hanging from the tree. It looks kind of ugly. It's not the most prettiest thing in the world, but there's one stick for them to climb out of. Go in the hole, climb out the stick. Go in the hole, climb out the bamboo stick. So we're going to see if the wasp trap works. I'll let you know. Thanks for watching.
There was no noticeable reduction in the amount of wasps we had here at the Butterfly Ranch, so we cannot consider it a complete success. We are Fluttering Dreams Butterfly Ranch. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks.